What's up there, home gamers? This is InvestIQ, investing ideas, earnings, picks, and options plays, and we've got Home Depot coming up for earnings on August the 16th, 2022, before market open. So that is HD is the ticker symbol. So let's dive right in. We've got data back to 2013 all the way up to May of this year. And when you look at this chart, woo, does not look pretty, does it? For those of you who didn't already watch the video we did on Lowe's, please do take a look. And we're comparing this to Lowe's, and if you're interested in this one, you won't want to miss the comparison video where we're going to actually compare the earnings charts of Lowe's to Home Depot on the 1, 3, and 5 day, and perhaps even set up a strategy for an options play for it. Let's take a quick look at this guy and see what we see, right? So remember, this is 1 day, means basically you bought at the close 1 day before earnings, you sold at the close 1 day after earnings. And if it's 3 days, then you bought 1 day before the close, 1 day on the close, the day before earnings, and you sold at the close 3 days after. That's that line, so that's negative. And 5 days is barely up. So when you look at all of these curves here are essentially just stacking the gains on top of each other. None of them look good. When you take a look at a win rate, 1 day is 39%, 45% for 3 days, and 42% for 5 days. Gain loss, 5 days, the only ones that's marginally positive. Now, to be fair, remember that average gain is essentially, if you stacked up all of the wins and losses there and you said, what's the average win across all of them? This basically means on average you're not. It doesn't mean that you might only go up 0.27 or down to 0.27 or in that range. It's just an average. So and overall you can see it's negative, right? When you look at EPS data, everybody knows Home Depot. I personally love Home Depot. $310 billion stock, and when you look at things like the EPS trend, I mean these things look good as far as sort of the pattern of an increasing earnings per share trend. That's great. Obviously, that doesn't have much relationship to the stock price and a 1, 3, and 5 days after. So if you're looking to trade Home Depot and you're trying to do it on the buying before earnings and selling after earnings in some shape or form, you'd need other metrics to convince you to do that, because these metrics are not going to convince you to do that. That isn't the same case as Lowe's, though. If those of you who already watched that video, please do take a look. It's actually a pretty reasonable looking earnings chart, and we will actually do a comparison for that. We'll take a quick look at the share volume for those of you who wanted to see that. It's 3.9 million shares. I think this is a 90-day average per day is what's traded, and everybody knows that this is such a big stock that these guys have tons of option volume and all the rest of it. So there's always a play. Just the question is this one of those plays? And we'd give it a thumbs down. We don't think it is. Can't say I think the same thing about Lowe's. So stay tuned for that video. It'll be coming up soon. If you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified when we put out new videos. And that's pretty much it, folks. Thanks for watching, as always.